Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at 30 minutes in the Bone Zone. We're going to try this with Osol. I had actually popped into this for about 3 seconds just before this recording, and then I noticed that max weapons was set to 1. So that's not what we want. We're going to put it back to 6. We're going to leave everything else the same, and we're going to see if maybe we can pull this off. We're going to use Twilight Requiem, and we're probably going to spec into Blood Astronomica if we can possibly do so. Alright, so let's see here. Lightning Ring isn't bad. Yeah, maybe let's go with that for now. We, of course, have Charm going quite high. So we've got some pretty big packs right now. Should we take Garlic? Yeah, let's take Garlic as well. Right? These guys are plentiful, but there's not many of them. So, and then let's take... Yeah, let's take Candelabrador. I think that's probably a good idea. Now, it's important to note that in the Bone Zone, of course, we only have the 4 main items. Although there is a secret down there. Interesting. I forgot about that. Yes. Okay. Let's try and pop down there and get it. We'll go with base area. Right, now, if you remember from the last time that we were here, this is a... Should I grab that? This is a fairly... this level gets fairly complicated fairly quickly. And it can be pretty damaging later on. So... let's take a minute to collect as much XP as we can. Reduce that cooldown. So cooldown doesn't directly affect Garlic, but it does reduce the... or it does increase the number of times that a specific unit can get hit by Garlic. Right, so it does actually still help you when you're rocking a Garlic build. So it is still worth taking. Let's go with base area here. I think our little flowers here explode when we drop them, of course, because we picked that as an Arcana, and that's going to definitely help us a little bit. Let's grab Pomarola, because we definitely want to be able to evolve that if we possibly can. If we can get duplicated, that would be really handy as well. We'll try and get that. We'll go with base area up, and then should we go and get the... yeah, you know what? Let's go try and grab the rings. We'll hang out near the rings initially. Took some damage there because I was not paying enough attention and walked into people like a fool. We will take Axe because we have its evolution. Evolutionary requirement, rather. Not we don't have its evolution, obviously. We have the requirement for it, so we may as well grab it. Right, Axe is also just, in general, a very good weapon. There's not a lot of health that drops in this level. That might be unique to this zone, because I've seen it several times when I'm in here. Let's roll that. Oh, that is tempting. Just grab Laurel and then we can go ahead and just upgrade everything. Rather evolve everything. Grab all the level pickups, evolve it, and just be absolute monsters. That might be a worthwhile time investment. Let's try it. Duplicator, that's fantastic. Okay, so that's going to help us, of course, with way more explosions, right? Geez, that guy has a ton of health. Okay, there we go. Cooldown, that's always good. Grab that empty tome. And duration we don't want, right? Duration is going to make it take longer for our explosions to happen, which is sort of counter to the build that we have. Oh, choices. Let's go with our main. And do we want armor? Maybe. Retaliatory damage would go up, but of course we're going to have Laurel and stuff already, so we don't really need that. Let's increase our cooldown and our size or area. Okay. Now, if we could also get a track orb, that would be really, really handy here. If we can't, then that's just fine, but if we can, that would be really, really nice. I'm just gonna do some circles here. Trying to avoid the worst of these red guys. I hate them. Let's go with Bug Lancet. Okay. How are we? That ring is a lot further away than I thought it was. Okay, that's interesting. It's not moving away from us, is it? That would be just ridiculous. Like, are we actually getting closer to it, I guess is my question. We're just gonna cruise up here for a minute, just see what happens. Okay, we are in fact closing that distance. Nice. Of course, at the speed we're moving, we are losing out on a little bit of XP, right? Because we are kind of focused on that, on distance, that is, right? But that's okay. So if we get wings, that might actually help us get everything quickly. Do we want that? Or let's reroll just a minute. Crown would also kind of be nice. Yeah, maybe let's grab Crown. I think Crown and then a Track Orb. We'll save that last one for a Track Orb if we can. Unless we get Mad Groove. If we happen to get Mad Groove, then we don't really need Crown, do we? So we're just going to use this to knock this guy down as much as possible. There we go. Extra garlic, never a bad thing. Alright. Now, are we in line for that? Yes, we are. Okay. Okay, we're relatively close now, so we're gonna wait here for a minute, just so we don't accidentally trigger the defender. And we're going to try and let's go with axe, I guess. We're going to try and get our last secondary before grabbing the ring. I mean, projectile speed is pretty decent as well, but we really don't want that. We really want to track over if we can possibly get it. There it is. Perfect. All right, that's going to help. Now that we've done that, we can pop up the rest of the way, and we can grab our first ring. While we do that, we may as well increase that. Ooh, that's a lot of levels. Grab that XP gain. Right, because the faster we can cap that off, the kind of better we are in general. Defeated enemies drop hearts, so that's going to be kind of useful, right? As that's going to keep us alive. It also means that we don't have to really worry too much about taking some hits now and then. Okay, how close are we to it? There we go. Okay, we're right under. There it is. I'm gonna grab that. Of course. We're just gonna kite this guy downwards. Well, mostly downwards, right? We still want this mad amount of XP gems. Alright, so cooldown with this, you get quite a few that are coming out, which definitely, because they do have that little stutter when something hits them, it can make dealing with high speed enemies pretty trivial. Alright, so that's perfect. Okay, so we're just going to kite this guy down. We're going to try and get to the area of the map where we can snag our next ring, because at least if we can get the ring evolved, we're doing really, really good then. Okay, oh, geez Louise. He touched me and I died. Okay. So that's our freebie. That's the one free death we get. After that, it's permanent. So let's not do that again. Let's go with axe, I think, right? Because we've got duplicator going, so we've got quite a few that we can fire off. Let's grab that XP gain for sure. Because the faster we can limit break this, the more our ability to survive is going to actually be viable. Drop that cooldown again. Ooh, we got a green reaper, okay. Alright, well, we don't want to get touched by that, that's for sure. got to deal with that main boss there. Okay, so we're gonna try and not die, basically. Good gracious. This might help us. Grab a couple of axes. Passing through 2 more enemies for axe, especially when you have this many of them, is absolutely fantastic. We're close to being able to evolve Garlic into Soul Eater. We've been kind of stuck in this one area dealing with these bosses for a while, so I don't know if we'll be able to actually evolve our Buck Lancet or our Laurel, but that's okay. Really, the main goal here is to reach 30 minutes. Right, so if we can do that, regardless how it happens, then we've achieved what we wanted. On the off chance that we still can, though, we're going to focus on Clock Lancet until it's full, and then we will deal with Laurel. Right, grab Silver Ring a couple times. Excellent. Okay, so that's 1 extra chest. And our first evolution, Thunderloop. Perfect. And then we're going to focus on the ring as much as possible. Right. The reason for that is it increases our area. Area is the big one that increases that I'm most interested in with this particular build. It does increase the effect length, which doesn't jive super well with our explosions, but it's okay. Right, I'll trade a little bit of area for, or I'll trade a little bit of duration for area, that's for sure. Okay, so far so good. We're doing really, really well here. I feel like there should be a, I feel like there should have been a chest that dropped, but maybe not. Oh, that's because he's not dead yet. Okay. Mr. Big Head is still floating around. Okay. So we're going to get harassed by another Reaper if we don't kill him relatively soon, but that's probably okay. So that little guy that was just there, the little orange guy, might be a new Arcana, and if he is, that would be really, really handy. Yeah, there we go, new Arcana. So yeah, we said that we wanted to maybe look at Blood Astronomica, and I think we do. So we're going to grab that, right? Look at those zones immediately. That's just ridiculous, right? So we just vaporize things, including that one defender. So that's really, really good. Did we miss a chest? Nope, not yet. Okay. We're gonna let this destroy that guy so that we get a chest. Perfect. And Soul Eater. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah, we're doing really, really, really well here. Okay, we're gonna go with random always, I think. Sorry, I hesitated on that screen for just a second, but yeah, random always is gonna be the choice for us. And now we're just gonna try and cruise down and see if we can manage to get to that gold ring. Because of course, if we can evolve Clock Lancet, that would just be fantastic. Not that we're doing bad right now, right? Like we are definitely just destroying everything that comes close to us, which is kind of what we wanted. We're just gonna sit here for a minute and let that guy get absolutely rocked. There we go. And another treasure and Death Scythe. Fantastic. Death Spiral, rather. Sorry. So that is all of the ones that we can currently evolve. And I'm sure with all this going on, bitrate is going to be garbage, but but that's okay. I mean, at this point, we're probably going to be just focusing on that little number in the corner and seeing how long we can last for. It's part of the reason I don't have numbers on is because it does drop the bitrate very, very substantially if we throw on damage. So the reason, by the way, that we have so many circles on the screen right now for Blood Astronomica is because we've got such high amount. Right, we've got a base amount of +6, right? Not a base amount, but we've got a total amount of +6, which is ridiculous. So that's why we've got such massive numbers of Blood Astronomica proccing. Normally you wouldn't see quite so many overlapping zones. But if you focus on amount and magnet with Blood Astronomica, you can get some really, really crazy effects from it. So there's another, that's another little, not quite boss guy, but somebody that we definitely want to knock down, because he might have another chest for us, right? And if he does have another chest for us, that would be fantastic. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we're very close to that other ring. And then if we have time, we'll go check out that secret. Which we should. We should have time for that, right? Because, of course, we're going for the 30 minutes, so we should have plenty of time. We're just about right on top of it. There it is. Grab that, and we are going to just basically fully and completely ignore that guy until he dies. Which will hopefully not take too long. These guys do have just an astronomical amount of HP though, so it could take a minute. So let's come up, and we might actually just run into our little secret up here. Yeah, we're coming close, okay. Grab gold ring again, and again, and again, and again. Oh man, that was a There's a good pile of XP. Okay, we're almost on top of our secret. There it is, again. Alright, so now we've beaten this before. I don't know what beating it again does. Right, but we're gonna find out. It probably does something. Oh, it's fast. Ah. It's like we managed to slow it down for a second and then it just speeds right up. Do you see that? I don't even know if I'm necessarily actually hitting it. There we go, okay. So... it died but dropped nothing. Is that what happened? Yes. Well, isn't that interesting? I wonder if it just always is here. Now there is a blue reaper. Oh, I don't like that. No, don't like that very much at all. Okay, so there's a chest. Fantastic, and that's giving us infinite corridor. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm still not 100% confident that we'll make it to the 30-minute mark. I'm pretty confident though. It's just that this level, especially in the last few minutes, is it just gets crazy. It really, really does. I mean, I know I say that as you see what's going on screen here, and it's already pretty crazy. But the last few minutes does get absolutely bonkers. So, we'll see. We'll see. It would be nice to get this complete though, and I think with having our infinite corridor, we're infinitely more likely to do so. And we get another Arcana. So that's handy. So we could get Mad Groove here, and we could, therefore, get Crimson Shroud. Let's do that. Yeah, you know what? I know it seems counter, because then we'll have two of these guys to deal with, but I think it's the right thing to do. Also means, of course, that we have to level these up, but that's okay. We do enough damage now that we should be able to fairly quickly down these guys. And as long as we keep them behind us, we can kind of keep them from getting too fast and hitting us. Okay, so there's one egg, there's another egg, there we go. I know it's almost impossible to see, but they did die, and we did get eggs. So now we just have to try and collect enough XP to completely level this up, and then we will have achieved what we wanted to. Alright, we're just trying to spread as many flowers as we can all over the place right now. Grab this. Since I think it's unlikely that we will end up getting Crimson Shroud actually evolved. Just due to time constraints and the number of chests that will spawn. I think we probably would have had to save that chest that just dropped right until the time where we had both of these things evolved, and I'm not 100% sure that we'll actually do that. So we'll just keep going with what we are currently going with. Also worth noting, we've managed to make 14,000 gold this run, which is, you know, not even close to the most that I've seen, right? Because with the gold rush or whatever it is, you can make just enormous sums of gold. But it is pretty nice to note that even when we're not trying for it, we can make some pretty good gold. Okay, 25 minutes, so we've got 5 more minutes to go and then we'll have achieved what we were trying to do. That's pretty good. So we're just leaving that chest for a minute until I have either gotten too close to the final, or until we have managed to get this to level up sufficiently. Okay, so that's one of them done. We need 3 more levels on the other one. And then we can upgrade to, or evolve to Crimson Shroud. And we will be doing very, very well at that point. Not to say that we're not doing very, very well right now. We are. This is a sort of a weird build for this map, I will admit, but look at how well it's worked. Our XP is definitely slowing down, just due to these guys taking a ton of hits to die. But we might still be okay. So Mad Groove should proc again pretty soon. And then it'll pull everything towards us, which will help as well, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that gets destroyed at the edge of our screen that gets kind of fanned out. We could stay still and let it collect for a little bit, but I mean, I think it's more fun to be wandering around, so nobody wants to see a video of somebody just standing still, right? that doesn't make for great gameplay. Since we have 2, grab this, get a free level. Does that mean that we have it? Yes, it does. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's grab Crimson Shroud. It is time for a 6th and final evolution. 5th and final evolution, of course, because this main weapon does not evolve. Perfect. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you survive 30 minutes in the Bone Zone. We do have 1 or 2 ticks into Charm, but nothing into Curse, besides whatever we picked up here, right? We've got 80% Curse. That's just natural with our weapon choices. So if you want to make it significantly harder on yourself, you can come into here with some amount or full Curse, but it is going to make a lot of difference for how difficult it is. And right here, right, you see why having high Curse would be probably not a great idea. Because these dudes do press in, even with the amount of damage we're doing, which was previously melting them. If we didn't have Clock Lancet, this would be a very, very bad time for us. Sorry if you can hear the aggressive truck driving down my street. It's very, very loud. Okay, there we go. So, we have the Reaper. We're also on a fully black map right now. That's interesting. So we're going to try and kill him, of course. There we go. Okay, so there's our 5 things. We're going to summon the White Reaper. We're just going to run towards him. Ooh, grab some gold while we're at it. More gold. No. Game over. Alright, so that was great. So we did it. We reached level 80 with Soul, which means we get some more rerolls, and we've reached 30 minutes in the Bone Zone, which means we get extra skips. Both of those are fantastic, of course. Infinite Corridor, once again, right? The best weapon in the game. Like, and it's not even close. At least at this stage in the game. There is one that we will get soon that is maybe better, but it comes with completing Collection 1.0. So we'll see that fairly soon, right? Because of course our unlocks, our collection is very quickly winding down, and we don't have a whole lot left to actually achieve. So next time we're gonna just deal with another one of these sort of challenge maps, and then we'll go for Inverse Gala Tower. So until then, as always, happy gaming.